I put my heart in this box. They be like, y'all need to stop it. We swipe our card and they rock us. These promoters, the sharks and they partners. It's gonna be hard trying to stop us. Speaking for the fans when I say they offended me. But really, y'all part of the problem. Blinded by hate, you don't see the real enemy. You motherfucker be tempting me. Don't like your energy, you think you pimping me. Been fight for over 500 centuries, no penitentiary. I'm smoking plenty weed. I don't need no sympathy, Earl Spin. Versus Crawford gon' be all the time. Regardless of who win or lose, they still gon' be in the Hall of Fame. So I ain't even in my feelings. Regardless of the rain, I'm chillin'. Numb to the pain, no feeling. Can't do the same dope feeling. We're guilty, but I ain't no villain. Lost my top, so it ain't no ceiling. Ryan versus Tank in the fight, I'm not feeling. Cause we already know that Tank gon' kill him. I wanna see Tank versus Devin Haney. Even Frank Moore. What about Shakur? Boxing is not a sport that we can afford. Cause we know that rich people ride the poor. This I cannot ignore. I've never been shot before. The pain is burning inside. My people died. It's just like a hunter who shot a boar. Damn. I put my heart in this box. They be like, y'all need to stop it. We swipe our card and they rob us. These promoters, the sharks and they partners. It's gonna be hard trying to stop us. Speaking for the fan when I say they offended me. But really, y'all part of the problem. Blinded by her, you don't see the real enemy.
What it do? What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. These are my post-fight thoughts, man. I put my heart in this boxing. They be like, y'all need to stop it. We swipe our card and they rob us. The promoters is sharks and they partners. Listen, speaking of promoters, I guess that's where I'm gonna start. I gotta be honest. You know, when it comes to Eddie, you know, he is who he is. But Frank is much meaner than Eddie. Way more meaner, way more rooted and grounded in his history. But I was shocked. Frank Warren blasted them in Poland. Frank Warren straight blasted them boys, man. Yeah. I was shocked. I didn't think he'd go to bat for old Daniel like that. Now, I didn't think he was going to go to bat for Daniel like that. But shout out to that. Also, I want to shout out to the UK. I guess y'all a little more loyal than us Americans. We don't really stick with our fighters, especially when they go overseas. So shout out to y'all for that. Y'all stuck because I saw the reactions. Even old Sonny Edwards, he was talking shit. A lot of them. And shout out to that. Shout out to you for sticking with your countrymen. I don't know. I just wish we done that shit over here. Because I'm looking for Nelly. I'm looking for Boosie. I'm looking for all these well-to-do boxing enthusiasts that had something to say when Devin and Loma fought. Boosie said Loma won every round. Nelly said he was through with boxing. I just want to know, when it's a conspiracy, why we don't never speak on our conspiracies? That's all I want to know. I want to know where Nelly, old tip drill and all, and she want me for my pimp. I want to know, where are you, bro? That's why I know you motherfuckers don't really watch boxing. So, yeah, shout out to y'all in the UK. Y'all a little more loyal than us. We ain't shit, bro. We'll give up on you tomorrow. Anyway, I done hot side and said my little shit. Daniel Dubois was definitely robbed. Yeah, Usyk, I've always said you was a good fighter. Never said you was great. Never said you was special. But I said you was very good. I never said you was in my top 10 pound for pound list, because I said your run the undisputed at cruiserweight was really soft. Tony Bellew was old as shit. You had one good win, that dude. I can't pronounce his name, but that was a good win at cruiserweight. But it was a very weak run. You fought Chaz Witherspoon at heavyweight. Wasn't a good look for you. You fought Derek Chisora. Wasn't a good look for you. And then you went to Joshua. And looking back on that, I'm noticing that you picking certain styles of fighters to fight. You know, I'm noticing that. and it bit you in the ass tonight. Yeah, it bit you in the ass. That's for damn sure. I know you weren't expecting this shit, but we knew Daniel had pop. And also, I knew you was weak to the body because I seen you get hurt by Joshua in the second fight. Joshua just didn't really step on the gas. He just didn't. All he had to, and I've been saying this ever since that fight. If Joshua had a win for broke at any point in that fight, you stop. I'm telling you, bro, that is the if you got a decent defense, and I'm not just saying anybody can beat him. Let me not stop that. But no heavyweight is imposing their will on him, getting physical with him. He's not strong at heavyweight. He's small. And that little bouncing out on feints, the body work neutralizes that. That's been the story of the fight. We all know that every heavyweight is looking at this. Every heavyweight, they looking at chops. They wiping their plate clean, and because they know, bro, I'm telling you right now, and I'm just gonna say this: Usyk is a very good fighter, and I admire. What I do admire, because before I can even, I'm not even gonna say admire. You got up and you fought back, and you got the stoppage, okay? But I can't even say I admire it because in the midst of that, bro, you was knocked out for like 5 minutes. People keep saying that should have been a knockdown. No, a knockout. He wouldn't have beat the count, bro. I'm telling you, that was Benoit Hopkins, Oscar De La Hoya all day long. Benoit Hopkins, Oscar De La Hoya. That's what that fight was. That was a stoppage, a brutal stoppage, and the shot was legal. So it was definitely a stoppage. I'm gonna tell you another thing you did, Usyk. One thing I told you, a white boy know when to be a white boy. And you know, it kind of remind me of Loma. Every time he lose, he try to act like he got right. He know when to be white. But anyway, you played to that referee. Every time, and it really made you look soft. I'm gonna be honest. And it kind of exposed some shit. So I'm just saying, bro, you don't like it to the body. Everybody knew it now. Because if you hadn't kept complaining to the ref, you know, you kept complaining every time he hit you, and then the ref was fucking with him. Now, to Daniel Dubois, yeah, you was robbed, but you mentally folded. For one, you was supposed to finish him as soon as he got up, because Usyk was hurt for 3 more rounds. He didn't recover for like 3 more rounds. He was hurt, and every time you hit him to the body, he whined to the referee and say it hurt. Daniel Dubois, the crowd, and the feeling like, you know, it kind of remind me of Joe Louis after Joe Louis used to knock out back in the 50s. You know, Joe Louis used to hold his head down. He didn't never cheer after he knocked out a white boy. He didn't want to upset white folks. He didn't want to upset the government or any of that shit. He would knock out white boys and go straight to his locker room. He didn't jump on no goddamn ropes. He didn't say nan that boo boo ha ha ha. Get your bitch ass up. None of that. Joe Louis would go straight to the locker room with his head down. So, you know, he was a great fighter, though. 22 title defenses, top 5 heavyweight of all time. But he was soft. So that's kind of how you remind. You look like you didn't want to make white folks too mad tonight, because you let completely up off the gas. And, you know, I didn't trust you before the fight. It just, you know, when you went to the body, I said, oh, he got something right here. He gonna get him. When I saw you go to the body, and I'm gonna tell you something, that Usyk, you fooled, bro, in many ways, because you start completely putting your hands down because you were so worried about the body shots. But when he started going to the body, he stopped faking the body and going to the head. You were wide open for head shots because you were so worried about the body. Oh boy, the way your head was on that line, Wilder gonna clip you. Night. Wilder gonna clip you, bro. I'm just telling you. Just telling you. And if Joshua had been relentless, he'd have beat you. As for Fatback Fury, Fatback Fury, we never know what we're going to get with him. For all I know, Francis Ngannou might stop him. Or he might go in there looking like Incredible Hulk. We never know. When you're on drugs and you're on all this kind of shit and performance enhancement drugs and cocaine and all this weird shit and drinking all them goddamn 40s or Colt 45, you just don't know what to get from Fury. But so I don't know how that fight gonna play out. It depends on what Fury show up. So, but anyway, now let me tell you something, Daniel. Let me tell you something. When it comes to the love of my people, I damn near felt bad for you, but I couldn't, bro. Nah, bro, you were supposed to get ruthless. I like ruthless fighters, bro. I like fighters that know when to finish, that won't let you make it. You let them make it. You let them make it. Even though that ref gave them 20 minutes to recover, you were supposed to have no respect for them. And another thing about you big ass heavyweights like you and Joshua, y'all try to play the boxing game with Usyk and stay mid range and all that feinting and all that hopping. You look like you was jump roping and shit. All that goddamn hopping, bro, and bouncing, you was just wasting energy. Walk straight to him, bro. Double up the jab a little bit. Come behind the jab. Use a little head movement. Feint. Catch him with the right. You didn't believe in your right hand like that either tonight. But yeah, you landed a good body shot that definitely stopped him. It exposed Usyk. Boy, heavyweights can't wait for you right now. I'm gonna tell you something else. I don't think, and I said this before the fight, Usyk do not beat Joyce. Just cause he lost to Zhang, don't get it twisted. Zhang got devastated. Zhang is the second hardest punching heavyweight in boxing behind Wilder. That motherfucker really hit hard, and it was a terrible style for Joyce. And he a southpaw. Hopefully Joyce can win the rematch, but that's a bad style for Joyce. But if Usyk had a fought Joyce, bro, you not keeping Joyce off you. And you can't hurt Joyce. You can't hurt Joyce, bro. Usyk ain't got nothing to keep Joyce off him. And that's a fact. So even if Zhang win this rematch, I'm telling you, Zhang style bad. And he a southpaw. And Zhang got devastating power. And I don't think he can hurt Zhang. Zhang gonna walk right through. That motherfucker don't feel shit. His whole face be numb. But anyway, nah, bro. I think Zhang will clip you. I got Joe Joyce just completely overwhelming you. Wilder, one punch knockout. And like I said, when it comes to Fury, it depends on what Fury show up. Colt 45 drinking Fury, powder snorting, steroid, boar nuts, pig nuts, popping Fury, or come to Jesus, and now I know Jesus Fury. I don't know which one to show up, so. But now, pimping, the way you land that, the way you laid down like that, though, that's what made me lose some respect for you. You didn't really fight to get up. You didn't fight the good. It's like you at home, bro. You knew they was gonna let you make it, bro. You knew they was gonna let you make it. But what about when you in hostile territory and that ref ain't gonna let you make it, bro? This how you looking, bro. You laid on your ass. So I'm just telling you, bro, heavyweights can't wait to punch on you. You very skilled, you very technically sound. You fight just like Lomachenko, just like him. But I'm gonna say some wild. I think Loma's slightly better. Yeah, I think his angles are just a little bit better. But anyway, now Daniel, you should have believed in yourself. You should have really pressed the gas, bro. But you won. You won. But mentally, you didn't win. Physically, you knocked them out, bro, with one punch. Right uppercut to the solar plexus. Yeah, you knocked them out. But mentally, you didn't win, bro. You didn't win, and you didn't show none of that sauce. That's when that sauce was supposed to come out. As soon as he got up, all the sauce was supposed to come out, bro. But anyway, shout out to the UK for calling it like it is. Oh, one more thing. I knew Teddy. Teddy is a white boy that know when to stay on code. Teddy, I saw his little post-fight reaction. He didn't say nothing about that knockdown, none of that shit. But anyway, he know when to stay on code. I just wish us black Americans over here, I just wish we stay on code some goddamn times. You know, like I said, I'm looking for Nelly. I'm looking for Boosie. I'm looking for all rappers that had something to say about Devin Haney versus Loma, and Loma was robbed. I just want to know where are you motherfuckers? Birds are chirping, squirrels are fucking. Where the fuck are you motherfuckers? Anyway, this is 903 Boxing. I am your host, George J. With that, I'm out.